Hey, aye, matey. How are you doing today? We're in Matthew chapter 2. Hallelujah. Let's get started. Pull out your Bible, pull out your pipes. We're going to smoke it. We're going to smoke it, folks. Here we go. After Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of King Herod, wise men from the east arrived in Jerusalem, saying, "Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we saw his star at its rising, and we've come to worship him." When King Herod heard this, he was deeply disturbed, and all Jerusalem with him. So he assembled all the chief priests and scribes of the people, and asked them where the Christ would be born. "In Bethlehem of Judea," they told him, "because it was written by the prophet, 'And you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers, because out of you will come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel.' Then Herod secretly summoned the wise men and asked them the exact time the star had appeared. 'I need the exact time the star had appeared,' he said. He sent them to Bethlehem and said, 'Go and search carefully for the child. When you find him, report back to me, listen up, so that I too can go and worship him.'" Now this wasn't sincerity on the part of Herod, no. Herod, as we'll see, was jealous. He was being he felt threatened, okay? He felt threatened because there had been supposedly the king of Israel born, and he was the king of Israel, right? This was a little of jealousy arising. Moving on in verse 9. After hearing the king, they went on their way, and there it was, the star they'd seen at its rising, and it led them until it came and stopped above the place where the child was. When they saw the star, they were overwhelmed with joy. Hallelujah. Entering the house, they saw the child with Mary, his mother, and falling to their knees, they worshipped him. Then they opened up their treasures, presented him with gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And being warned in a dream, again, here we have a dream. Here we have another dream where God is warning someone in a dream. We need to pay attention, okay? Warned in a dream not to go back to Herod, they returned to their own country by another route. Verse 13, and after they were gone, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, "Get up, take the child and his mother, and flee to Egypt, and stay there until I tell you, for Herod is about to search for the child to kill him." So he got up, took the child and his mother during the night, and escaped to Egypt. He stayed there until Herod's death, so that what was spoken through the prophet by the Lord through the prophet might be fulfilled. "Out of Egypt I have called my son." Verse 16, then Herod, when he had realized that he had been outwitted by the wise men, he flew into a rage. That's right. He gave orders to massacre all the boys in and around Bethlehem who were 2 years old and under, in keeping with the time he had learned from the wise men. Pause. Satan has always, from the very beginning, been out to destroy Israel. Why? Because the promised seed, was coming through Israel. The seed was going to come from the people of Israel, okay? So, just if you wonder why the Jews are always persecuted, because if Satan can destroy the seed that was to come, which is Israel gave birth to the promised Messiah, then he would thwart God's plans for all of time, all of humanity, for the whole world. That's why Satan is always out to destroy Israel and her people. Anyway, moving on. Verse 17. Then what was spoken through Jeremiah the prophet was fulfilled. A voice was heard in Ramah, weeping and great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children, and she refused to be consoled, because they are no more. After Herod died, an angel of the Lord appeared in a dream, once again a dream, to Joseph in Egypt, saying, "Get up," once again, "take the child and his mother, and go to the land of Israel, because those who intended to kill the child are now dead." Hallelujah. So he got up, took the child and his mother, and entered the land of Israel. But when he heard that Archelaus was ruling over Judea in place of his father Herod, he was afraid to go there. And being warned in a dream, again, a dream, interesting, pay attention to your dreams, people. And being warned in a dream, he withdrew to the region of Galilee. Then he went and settled in a town called Nazareth, to fulfill what was spoken through the prophets, that he would be called a Nazarene. Again, if you haven't figured out yet, I should have told you this. The book of Matthew focuses heavily on Old Testament prophecies of Jesus, of the coming Messiah. So you will see all throughout the book of Matthew that Matthew will frequently reference former prophecies from the Old Testament to affirm that this is indeed the Messiah and the prophecy is now fulfilled. Okay? All right. That's it for today, folks. The end of chapter 2. Be blessed. I'll see you tomorrow with chapter 3.